You may ask, why did daylight savings time begin? I'm going to tell you the history behind daylight savings time.
Are we done?
Daylight saving time is a seasonal change when the clocks go forward an hour. Sunrise and sunset occurs later on the clock than the day before in that part of the year. Only about 40% of the countries worldwide participate in daylight savings time. Daylight savings time is a way to better use daylight and to save energy. Benjamin Franklin is also credited with being the father of daylight savings time because he preached early to bed, early to rise. He created a daylight saving time as a joke to save candles. He proposed a change in sleep pattern, not the change in the time. Benjamin Franklin's idea did not involve turning back the clocks, but involved getting out of bed earlier. The next idea for daylight saving time was proposed by George Hudson and William Willett in the Washington Philosophical Society with a notion to change time forward by 2 hours in the fall and back 2 hours in the springtime. The idea was an interesting one, but failure to follow through led the idea to vanish. However, in the year 1905, William Willett decided to try a new approach to set the clock back 20 minutes ahead on each Sunday in April and change the clock back 20 minutes on each Sunday in September. This idea caught the attention of Robert Pierce, who was a British member of the Parliament, and in 1908 he introduced the bill to the House of Commons. So in 1909, the first daylight saving time was presented to Parliament. Although the bill looked several times, it was never made law because this is opposed by many, especially farmers. May 1916, the year after Willett died, daylight savings time was used in the United Kingdom for the first time. In a small town in Ontario, Willett's idea became reality. It's unknown if he knew his idea had caught on 7 years before he died. Germany embraced daylight savings time in April 1916 to save energy during the war effort and to make better use of daylight. Fast time, as it was called in the U.S., began in 1918. It only lasted about 7 months before it was annulled. Cities of Pittsburgh, Boston, and New York committed to use it. So in 1942, during World War II, President Roosevelt brought the idea of daylight savings time back to life. This time zones during the time was referred to as Eastern Wartime, Central Wartime, and Pacific Wartime. Once again, in August 1945, the zones were changed to peacetime after the surrender of Japan. Because there are no rules regarding daylight savings time, a lot of confusion for trains, buses, and broadcasting industry resulting in the birth of the Uniform Act of 1966. This act allowed the opt-in of daylight savings time, but if opted in, they would have to follow the schedule that began in April and ended in October. Daylight saving time has revised in the U.S. several times across the years after the energy crisis was over. There was no change in the schedule from 1987 to 2006 for about 7 months out of the year. Daylight saving time was in effect. Since 2007, the Energy Policy Act of 2005 has been followed. It also gave states the right to participate or not. Arizona, Hawaii does not participate in daylight savings time, as well as external territories such as Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands. The past few minutes I have given you the history of daylight saving time along with the idea that it conserves energy. This information will allow you to examine the many changes in the ideas of daylight savings time since William Willett and George Hudson first came up with the idea in 1895. Thank you for your time and attention.